So, why did Donald Trump flip so quickly on his tariff plans? Well, many experts believe it is because of US Treasuries, the bond market. Even Trump himself mentioned that the bond market was queasy because of his tariffs, and so he had to make a change. See, the US being the world reserve currency gives them demand for the dollar outside of the US. Every country, every institution wants US dollars, and that demand provides the ability of the Federal Reserve to continue to print money without having immediate inflationary pressures. US bonds have been traditionally seen as a safe, stable, long-term investment, but of course with recent tariff plans and other policy changes, US economic stability has started to be questioned, especially by these people who buy bonds, right? The other countries, institutions, and even individuals who are buying bonds as an essentially risk-free investment are starting to move away from US bonds. Now, what Trump noticed is that the bond market started to do very badly, and that hurts the US because when the US no longer sells these bonds and demand is low, they don't have anywhere to borrow from, so they can make these big expenditures. And printing money also causes inflation more quickly because there isn't that demand from other countries. So far, because of the high demand of US Treasuries, the US has had a very significant advantage, being that they can print money and then buy goods from other countries with that printed money. So essentially, the US is getting goods for free. Or at the very least, these other countries are paying the US to buy their goods. So these trade deficits that Trump talks about, well, they actually really work in favor of the US. But again, as demand for these US treasuries goes down, all of a sudden, it's harder for the US to borrow money to finance their expenditures and also to print that money.